People calling against violence, violence against George Zimmerman. So this tabloid apparently put up this thing on their page. Would somebody stand their ground against this asshole? And they had George Zimmerman on it. Well, if he had done any of those things against his wife and father-in-law, yeah, they could have stood their ground against him. If he had actually beat the shit out of his new girlfriend, yeah, she could have stood her ground against him. The whole thing with the father-in-law, I look at that, some of the information's a bit sketchy, some of it seems to lean towards, this guy's an asshole, we need to lock him up now, we're still butthurt over the whole Trayvon Martin thing. This new shit, I haven't looked into it all that much. I don't know if this girl's a fucking liar or if any of this is real, for that matter. But the fact that this guy gets put in the news constantly, it reminds me of the OJ trial. After OJ got out, pretty much this guy was in the news every few weeks for whatever. OJ stole a cookie. In the news. Because people are being butthurt over it. People are still butthurt over George Zimmerman killing Trayvon Martin. Now, I look at Trayvon Martin, I think he was a scumbag in his own right. I mean, you look at his Facebook page. Real hood nigga. Really? Yeah, piece of shit, in my opinion. But George Zimmerman killed him legally. Then again, you also want to look at it like another way. George Zimmerman was following Trayvon Martin, and Trayvon Martin didn't like that shit and beat the shit out of him. So, you know, maybe if anyone should have been standing their ground, it was Trayvon Martin. But he was found with a bag of stolen women's jewelry. Trayvon Martin. Oh, really? Where the fuck is the proof on that? Really? Now, I looked at a lot of the information here. Like the whole thing with the wife and the father-in-law. That information's pretty fucking sketchy. There was no mark on the father-in-law like they said there was. There was none. The broken iPod, iPad, whatever, that supposedly had the information. You break that motherfucker, there's still a hard drive on that damn thing, and it's quite small and holds a lot of space. Even if that was damaged, you could still piece together information and recover certain bits of data from it. Oh, trust me, you can. I may not be the biggest tech geek in the world, but I know that shit's possible. It may cost a pretty penny or two, but still, it's possible. We continue on. This guy's still catching shit. Every little thing he does is gonna get put in the newspaper. Every fucking thing. Everything. And I still think he's a piece of shit in his own right. And yes, I said Trayvon Martin was a piece of shit. That doesn't mean that George Zimmerman's this wonderful hero who saved the day. No, he's a piece of shit who played cop. Yeah, whatever. And you look at all these other their moments here. The girlfriend, the new girlfriend, apparently he punched out. Yeah, she could have stood her ground and wiped him out. The father-in-law and the ex-wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, I don't know what the fuck is going on now. It's been in the news entirely way too much. If that event had taken place, they could have stood their ground against him. If he is such a terrible person, why the fuck isn't somebody standing their ground against him? I don't know the guy. I really can't say anything about him. But I laughed my ass off at the South Park episode where they brought him in. World War Zimmerman. Look it up on South Park Studios. I couldn't stop laughing. And on my last part for this video, a lot of people were saying that this was going to lead to race riots and shit like that. No. After he killed Trayvon Martin, that was the last chance there ever was for an actual race riot. And I see all these white people going around saying, oh, back in my day, we would have barricaded the neighborhood and we would have killed everyone there and not let any of them left. Well, if you're saying you want a race riot, why the fuck isn't this shit happening? All the times there could have been a race riot, the last race riot that ever happened was the Rodney King riots. They're not gonna happen ever again. Because of stupid assholes who sit around, they call for it, and it never fucking happens. If Mitt Romney had actually won the election, there were people saying that they were gonna riot. I fucking doubt you. I doubt you, I really do. Because you're saying the same shit whenever George Zimmerman went to trial, and he fucking won that shit. No race riot happened. None of that shit happened. And it's not gonna happen. Because too many people like to talk the talk and not walk the walk, because you're a bunch of fucking pussies. And that's the truth of the matter. Don't talk the talk if you can't walk the walk. If I say I'm gonna start a riot, I'm gonna fucking do it. Which is why I never say I'm gonna start a riot. Because I'm not going to. I don't see a point in it. Anyways, that being said, I hope you liked the video. If you got any comments, leave them down below, whether you liked it or disliked the video. I still want to know what your personal opinion is. So please, comment on this video. I want to know what you guys think. If you liked the video, I want you to subscribe and view more. Anyways, have a nice day, guys. We're gonna show a race, right? Don't bullshit me.